General Science, Standard 6, Chapter 8, Our Skeletal System and the Skin. Let us continue. Do you know? There are 3 bones in each of the ears. Of these, the stirrup is the smallest bone in our body. It is as small as a grain of rice and is hollow. Its shape is like that of a stirrup. In the human body, the longest and strongest bone is the thigh bone or the femur. The bones in our body are connected to each other by means of ligaments. Joints. Joints are the places where 2 or more than 2 bones are connected to each other. Joints are of 2 types: movable joint, immovable joint. Types of joints. Let us study some types of movable joints. Hinge joint. This type of joint allows the movements of bones only in one direction. It moves in a 180-degree angle. Examples: the elbow and knee joints. Ball and socket joint. In this type of joint, the bones can move in 2 or more directions in a 360-degree angle. Examples: shoulder and hip joints. Gliding joint. In this type of joint, the bones can only slide over each other. Examples: wrist and the skin. The skin is an important and large organ of all living things. The skin has hair. There are nails on the skin at the tips of the fingers and toes. The skin gives us the sense of touch. The skin is an important sensory organ of the body. The outermost covering of the body is called skin. The structure of the skin. Human skin is made up of 2 main layers. The outermost layer is called the epidermis, and the layer below it is called the dermis. Below the dermis, there is a network of blood vessels and nerve fibers. The subcutaneous layer under this network maintains normal body temperature. The epidermis has various layers. Functions of the skin. 1. Protecting the internal parts of the body like muscles, bones, organ systems, etc. 2. Help preserve the moisture in the body. 3. Synthesizing vitamin D. 4. Releasing sweat to regulate body temperature. 5. Giving protection from the heat and cold. 6. The skin functions as the sensory organ of touch. When we walk or play in the sun, we get tired, but at the same time, our skin becomes wet. This is because of sweat. In the skin, there are glands which secrete sweat. They are called sweat glands. After playing in the hot sun or after hard physical labor, the temperature of the body rises. Then sweat is released. It helps to reduce the temperature of the body. Our body temperature usually remains constant at approximately 37 degrees Celsius. Melanin A pigment called melanin is present in the cells of the epidermis. The melanin is synthesized in certain glands in the skin. The percentage of melanin decides the fairness or darkness of the skin. The color of the skin also depends on the climate. Melanin protects our skin and the inner parts from ultraviolet sun rays. As we grow older, the proportion of fat beneath the skin reduces. However, the previously taut skin does not shrink. This causes wrinkles on the skin of older people. Do you know? It is melanin that determines the color of our hair too. Jet black hair is due to pure melanin, while brown, lighter hair is due to sulphur in the melanin and reddish hair due to iron in the melanin. Always remember, for the health of our skin, it is important to keep it clean. Discriminating between people based on their skin color is unscientific and wrong. Avoid the temptation of using artificial means to become fair.